Hi, Jackson back with you at Song Mentor, and today we're going to learn American Pie, not the movie, the song. And this song was #1 in the charts for 4 weeks. It is, of course, Don McLean's iconic song, the song that he is most recognized for, and from the LP of the same title. Don McLean was delivering papers as a kid, like I did, on his paper route in 1959 when he heard the news of Buddy Holly's plane crash. February made me shiver with every paper I deliver is a lyric from the song. This song has been interpreted so many times, and essays, and believe me, lots of essays have been written about the meaning and the content. Don McLean's always been pretty secretive about that, as songwriters are apt to be from time to time. So here is Don McLean's wonderful American Pie.
All right, well, let's start out with the chords we need for American Pie, and I think we can get by with 7. I counted 7. They're all nice, easy, open chords. So here's an open G to start, an open D chord, an E minor, an A minor, an open C chord, and then 2 7 chords, a D7 and an A7. If you're not familiar with that A7 formation I'm playing, it's just basically an open A chord with the middle note of the 3 left open. So we've got our first finger on 4th string, 2nd fret, and our second finger on 2nd string, 2nd fret. The G string is open. So that's that formation of A7. So again, just reviewing quickly: G, D, E minor, A minor, C, D7, and A7. And that should do it. Okay, we are going to discuss strumming pattern when we get to the chorus here, but for this intro, they're all single strum chords. So what I'm going to do in a moment here is put the chords up on the screen for you and sing and play through the intro, single chord at a time. Long, long time ago. Like that. All right, well, let's do this opening. But I want to show you one little connector. It comes in on the line, "Something touched me deep inside," the second last line of the intro. And instead of playing, as you'll see on some internet sites, "Something touched me deep inside," we're going to play "Something touched me deep inside." And all I'm doing there is, instead of going from G to D to E minor, I'm going from G and then the F sharp note, which is the connecting note, down to the E minor. So, "Something touched me deep inside. Something touched me deep inside." Okay, so I'm letting you know that ahead of time. Here we go. A long, long time ago, I can still remember how the music made me smile. And I know if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep, I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. Okay, I want to show you the strumming pattern for that first chorus, which is not the up-tempo chorus that comes later, but the nice mellow one at the beginning of the song. And we're going to strum 3 times, or we're going to have 3 rhythm beats for each strum. We're going to strum, root note, strum. I'm doing there is strum, root note, strum. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Strum, root note, strum for each hit. One more thing I wanted to show you at the very end of this this opening chorus, it goes to a D7 and it does this little play around thing, and I'll show you that. Okay, so that's D7, open, back on, pinky on the G note, back to the D7, open. It's just playing with that. Okay, that comes at the end of this. So practice that a few times. You'll see when we throw it in. So bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them old boys were drinking whiskey and wine, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Okay, let's talk about the strumming for this next section. And basically, this is the up-tempo section of the song, and it's pretty much an up, down, up strum pattern. So it's up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down. Do you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? Now there'll be little parts where you might hear accents like, do you believe in a rock and roll? Do you believe in a rock and roll? And that's up to you. You can stick with the 3-chord strum, up, down, up, or you can emphasize those chords the way I probably will. And it's just, I kind of do that instinctively, and I'd invite you to try it as well. The only other thing I'm going to show you there is the D chords. We're going from this part. We're starting out with that D7 where we left off. But there are also some D chords in this section. So it's the same idea that we used with the D7. We're just doing it with a D. So lift, down, flatten that finger to the G note, D again, off, and back to the D. Okay, a couple little things just before we start this section. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so, when do you believe in a rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenager, bronking bug, with a pink carnation and a pickup truck. But I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. I started singing bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Alright, well, as always, I hope you've practiced individual parts of the lesson. And what we'll do now is we'll go through what I call a full playthrough. It won't be the entire song because it's a lyrical poem and it's huge, very, very long song. But we will go through all the parts you need. That is the opening, the soft intro, the soft chorus, and then up to, well, everything we've done so far, but we'll put it all together. Okay? No chords on the screen for you this time. Long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I know if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. And I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. But something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. Oh, do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenager bucking buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck. But I knew I was out of love the day the music died. I started singing bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. For fine tuning today, I just want to reiterate a couple of things we mentioned earlier. One is that's playing around with both the D chord and the D7. Nice little touch. And the other, of course, is the that's just going from the G to the F sharp note to the E minor. Okay, those are a couple important points. The other thing I want to tell you about this song is it's a very individual song to sing. I tried my best, having never sung this song before, to duplicate most of the phrasing that Don McLean used in the original recording. Of course, if you were playing it and singing it live today, the phrasing would probably be different, as it will be for you as you tell the story. And what a wonderful story it is. Don McLean's American Pie. We'll see you next time on Song Mentor.